Sawubona mngani, welcome back to Zulu Lessons with me, Thando, the place for modern conversational Zulu language lessons. So we are looking at the negative present tense of Impambosi, Yokwensisisa, Yokwensisisa. So we are adding the isijobelelo or extension ISISA at the end of our verb. So here now we go. We had used the verbs lalela, which is to listen. We also use the verb funda, which is to read or to learn. So now we must now add isisa to the end of these verbs. If I say lalela, listen. If I say lalelisisa, listen very well or listen carefully. Now, let's use it in a sentence and say, the child listens very well, right? Ingane, the child. Iyalalelisisa. Ingane, iyalalelisisa. The child listens very well. But now let's make it negative. So what do we have to do to make it negative? We take the phrase with the verb and we start it with the letter A. And then at the end, we end with the letter I and remove that A. So here we are now. Ayilalelisisi. Ayilalelisisi. Ingane ayilalelisisi. Ayilalelisisi. The child does not listen very well, does not listen carefully. So careful with that one. When you do it, pay attention to your syllables. Don't try and do it fast because you're still learning. You might end up skipping a syllable, and then it might then be something else altogether. Imagine for this verb, for example, lalela, and you skip one syllable, say for example, the syllable le, then it will be lala, which is to sleep. Now it will be like ayilalisisi, ayilalisisi. Then the person you're speaking to is like, child is not sleeping very well. So don't skip your syllables. Make sure you pay attention to them. So if you must, speak slow. The person who you're speaking to needs to be patient because you are still learning. And if they are not understanding, just let them know. Ngicela ukhulume kancane. Ngisafunda. You see? They speak slowly. I'm still learning. Or you tell them that you speak slower because you're still learning and say, ngikhuluma kancane ngoba ngisafunda. And then you have an understanding between the two of you. Oh, so we also have the verb funda, which means to learn or to read, right? Or to study. Now we then say fundisisa. So read carefully, So now if I then say, these kids are not reading carefully, so maybe say they are studying, and I'm saying they are not doing it very well. They are not studying thoroughly, So then I would say, of course, the kids I'm talking about, I'm choosing the verb izingane. We could easily be using the verb abantwana. Those are also children. So we can then say, izingane azifundisisi. Azifundisisi. Izingane azifundisisi. The children are not reading thoroughly. The children are not studying thoroughly. I hope you are understanding how to make this into a negative mngani. Usale kahle.